DeLifed. DeLifing, the removal of life. Justice. Can we see? This is not a world of free. Humans do as they please. Ritualized murder to the first degree. I can't breathe. Help me, gasps he, with a neck pinned down by a knee. We shall not say your name, because to us you are just another body, speaks the privilege that bestows the white force and freely flows from their mouths. I am not here to protect you or care. I am here to DeLife you. If my body is suppressing your airways, if you're wounded or in pain, this is justice being served in the world where only I deserve to gain. Race, ethnicity, and sexuality are villainized. People forget their voices. Gender becomes a factor for wealth, prosperity, and economy. Factories burn down in the fast fashion industries. The world is quiet. Violence spreads across communities. These rituals continue in the factory farms and slaughterhouses with their trapped confines of blood, hanging animal bodies, PTSD. The daily dosage of death unconsidered, of life and of mind, with no duly paid fee. DeLifing. The workers take orders to kill those that most of humanity would rather pay to see on their plates, in their mouths, stuffed into toxic styrofoam boxes, filling the lines of their stomachs and memories, catering to their cultures, traditions, and above all, cravings. We are only interested in satiating our taste buds, no matter the cost. Life is not valued until it is life, no longer. Gone. We're addicted to animals, not loving them, but consuming them, comparing them, abusing them to fulfill our need. Divide and conquer, hunt and cook them, burn the world down. There is poison in the language of our minds as we liken the cruel acts of humanity to innocent animals who take no part in our crimes. You're such a pig. We're being treated like animals. I hate the phrase. No. We should have a humane standard of living for all living beings. Let's stop making cruelty a game. What does it say about us when we are so accustomed to committing atrocities on innocent beings and normalizing death, not by nature but by lack of choice? Knives are used, not just to cut the fruits that feed us, but to carve gaping wounds in the bodies of others. We're addicted to the obliteration of all mothers, all species, all whom we consider external, different, outsiders to us. But who are we? Addicted to pride, power, and hierarchy. At most, life is only reserved for those who walk on 2 feet, and even then we don't do so well. Tick the boxes of multiple intelligences, speak the human language, and tear down the walls of nature with their industrial dreams. Is this civilization? Here, again, violence spreads across communities. She is not untouched, neither Mother Gaia and her breathing vessel, nor all sacred mothers across species, nor the woman walking alone. Her ecosystems have been broken into, her body robbed and replaced with violation, her safety and sanctuary snatched and taken. She is DeLifed. We dance on her, feet deep in the soil, wanting her to soak up all of our wounds and stories and breathe life back into us, covering us with rain as we reach our hands to the sky. But she is not a sponge, and neither are we. All of life can only take so much. Stop the madness. I want to be free. Rebuild this earthly sanctuary. And breathe. I am the oceans calling your name, the deep forests of wisdom you can shelter in when wounded, the temple that houses your temples, the heartbeat of the sun that dries up the tsunami of oceans that flood your heart and your life, as well as the streets around us. When all is drowned, we'll be fighting for air, oxygen to fill our lungs, a way to survive, the world whose name we once knew, the Amazon, Borneo, Yasuni, Lusa, long gone. Locusts eat away the crops and come in swarms. Are they here to teach us a lesson? How could that be when it's the poorest that suffer? Ah, yes, the rich go untouched. Even nature sees the inequality, the gap, the divide, the 1% of concentrated wealth. Don't be fooled, wealthy humans. Mother Nature is not on your side. She's just working her way through. She's not out to get us either. She was there when we took our first breath and before. She's there in our last gasp of air. She's there in our lineage. She's rooted in our survival. She's provided us with all we need. Is oil more treasured than the freshness of the Atlantic and the vivacity of the riverways? The beauty of the Pacific, the ancestral whales, pools and pods of fish, dolphins and unpolluted waters? I think of an untouched tropical island teeming with stories and life. Deep beneath the sand is buried gold. Buried as deep as the compassion we have quashed by our desire for convenience that kills. I know the humans would wreck every inch of ecosystem to get to it. The gold, that is. I bet in an alternate world, robots wouldn't even want to touch us. Or maybe we would have programmed robots to do the same damage as we do. I want to live in a world where my senses are heightened, not by deep fear, but by deep beauty. The sheer shimmering existence of the place that surrounds me, the love that could exist, and the universe that it creates within me. How can I be sane, still, sweet, on a planet that humans don't treat as if it really exists? This is erasure, DeLifing, 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 the removal of life. Oh, be gone, the ego that drives us to crush one another. It's too easy to ignore the pleas of a dying soul when you are conditioned in your consideration of life. Who lives? Who dies? It's no longer up to science and God. The humans have taken it into their own hands. The world is gone. So, what's next in this apocalypse? This isn't just a physical one, but one of the mind, soul, body, climate, spirit too. Our hearts are fighting. Is this the life we dream of? It's time for something revolutionized, or so I believe. A recognition, a new rendition, reprogramming, a new relationship, connection, community, compassionate conviction, rebirthing of the human condition. No more DeLifing.